Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear 11th class students, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to discuss directive principles of state policy. Dear students, as earlier we have read about the fundamental rights which are very much necessary for an individual who is living in the state. But there are other certain guidelines which provide positive economic justice and are mentioned in fourth part of Indian Constitution. These guidelines are called as directive principles of state policy. These guidelines are not justiciable in court of law, but all responsible governments are supposed to follow them in drafting the socio-economic policy of the state. Dear students, along with fundamental rights, the directive principles are also essential for the upliftment and socio-economic justice of all citizens of a state. Goals of directive principles. The main goals of directive principles are to promote social, economic and political justice among people. Number second, to work for common good. Number third, to raise the standard of living. Number fourth, to provide for equitable distribution of service among people. Number fifth, to promote internal peace within the territory. These are the goals of directive principles. Now there are certain types of directive principles which the government has enlisted, and we may discuss some here. Number first, to minimize inequalities in income, status and opportunity. As I told you that these are guidelines, and these guidelines are known as directive principles, and these guidelines are to minimize inequalities in income, status and opportunity. Secondly, to provide adequate means of livelihood to all citizens. Number third, to prevent concentration of wealth in few hands. Number fourth, equal pay for equal work for men and women both. Number fifth, to provide equal justice and free legal aid. Number sixth, to organize village panchayat. Number seventh, to make provisions to provide right to work, right to education and old age assistance to the citizens within the state. And so on. There are about 17 guidelines which are known as directive principles, and these are guidelines for the responsible or every government to follow these guidelines for the upliftment and the social economic justice among the people. Dear students, the directive principles are non-enforceable in a court of law. These principles are positive in nature and their power is wider. So, dear students, this was the topic about the directive principles of state policy. I want to tell you to make a difference between directive principles and fundamental rights as homework. That is all.